Welcome back to another video. I'm here with
Nourhen, and I am a youth career coach. I help young adults to create a thriving, fulfilling, and happy life.
yes, and I'm Alison, and I am a subconscious mindset coach. And as you know, last video I explained how I wrote a book about how you can reprogram your subconscious mind. And so what we do is we go over one of the affirmations that is written for today's date. So today is the 10th of May, which is in Mexico, it's like Mother's Day. So and then tomorrow is here, Mother's Day, right?
Yes.
So happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. Feliz Dia de las Madres. And shall we get started?
Yes, let's do it.
So we're going to read the affirmations for today, and then we're going to pick one and then just kind of like elaborate and pick our brains and see where this video takes us. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll read the first three and then you'll read the next three, okay? So, day 10th of May. Why is my whole being so valuable? Why do I know how to say no to things that do not align with my goals? Why am I so excited about today? I like that one.
Why do I enjoy not relying on others to make me happy? Why is it natural for my body to be healthy and strong? Why am I so responsible with my money?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Which question or which theme did it caught your attention the most?
Yeah.
Because we know how I wrote one question for each area of life. So you have your spiritual, your intellectual, your emotional, so on and so forth. And so we're going to pick one today, but they're all pretty like intense.
Yes, they are. Yeah. I really like why is my whole being so valuable?
Yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah.
I really, the one stood out to me is like, why am I so responsible with my money? Because I feel like a lot of people aren't or don't know how to be responsible for with their money. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Which one should we do? The spiritual one, why is my whole being so valuable? Or do you guys want to hear some not financial advice? We're not financial advisors, but some tips or whatever on why am I so responsible with my money?
Let's do that. Yeah?
The money one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to do why am I so responsible with my money? So ultimately, you don't want to answer the question when you read this. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it's Askfirmation.
Right.
Yeah, maybe we go back to what is an Askfirmation and then how to work with it as a tool.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So an Askfirmation is the opposite of an affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
So the real reason why your affirmations don't work is because your subconscious mind don't believe them. So if you go around saying, I'm so responsible with my money, you might still not be responsible with your money, right? So you cannot affirm it. You can't affirm something until you actually truly believe it. Mm-hmm. So this is why we turn it into a question. Now notice the question is not in past tense or future tense. It's always in present tense. And so it says, why am I so responsible with my money? So what this does, and what my book also teaches in the introduction, is how affirmations actually work. So you're asking your subconscious mind for an answer so that it'll find the answer for you. So when you're reading this each day, you're not going like, oh yeah, like how am I so responsible with my money? You're not actually consciously answering the question. You're just kind of like planting a little seed in your subconscious.
Good point.
And then it'll just automatically come to you. Like you'll find this video, you're probably asking yourself, how am I supposed to be responsible with my money, with or being so good with my money? And boom, like the universe, life brings to you tools or actual things that you can actually practice so that you can affirm the Askfirmation. So is that clear? So like Askfirmations come first. And then once you actually believe that you are responsible with your money, then you can actually go ahead and affirm, I am responsible with my money. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But your job is not to answer the question when you read it. It's more to like just put it in the back of your head and repeat it every single day. That's why it has a programming for the whole year. So you can get this book on the link below. But yeah, so let's just kind of talk about how can someone be responsible with their money? Like someone that, might have financial issues or financial problems or financial fear, because some people have fear of money. That was one of my programs that I had to remove when I first started this whole journey. And but what are your thoughts? I can talk about this forever.
Yeah, that's why it caught your attention, right? Yes. Yeah. So I would say it is first the relationship you have with money.
The relationship.
Yeah. What is the relationship you have with money? And you can basically see money as a person.
Right.
How do you treat it?
Yes. I like that.
And what we know about relationships is, in general, very general, is you always mirror, your relationships mirror the relationship with yourself.
You're like a mirror.
Yes.
Right.
So it is actually the same with money. So the way you feel about yourself,
it's how you're going to treat money.
This is how you're going to treat money.
Right. So because treating money, one can think like, oh, am I not supposed to fold it and put it in my pocket? Like, physically. But mentally, how do you treat money? Because you could have fear of money. You could have, what's another thing that people can treat money? Worry about money.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a big one.
Right.
I can see, like, throughout experience and all that, worry about money. Like there we come into the scarcity mindset, shortage of money.
Right.
So I'm gonna run out of money. So that's all the vibration
of how you're treating it.
And
because let me just talk a little bit about this. Every time when someone says, oh, I don't have enough money, or I can't afford this, you keep reaffirming that. And so it keeps happening to you, right? So each month, if you don't have enough for the rent, or if you don't have enough for your necessities and stuff, and you always ask yourself, why am I always running out of money? Well, that's the wrong thing to ask. That's the wrong affirmation to ask. You need to switch it out for the one that we just read. Why am I good and responsible with my money? And so first, that would be the first thing, to heal that relationship that you have with money by removing all negative talk about money, because that's your relationship with like Nourhen said, you have a relationship with yourself. Do you treat yourself with kindness? You treat yourself with care? We can talk about that another time, but it's the same with money. So if you keep saying, why am I always running out of money, or why don't I ever have enough for this, or I can't afford that, I can't, you keep attracting that. And so we need to like heal that, take that away, and put in the affirmation to help you reprogram your subconscious and say, why am I actually good with my money, right? So that would be the first thing that I would, and that's how I started too. Instead of saying, oh, I can't afford my new clothes that I wanted and so on, I would say, that's not my priority right now, right? I can buy it, I can purchase it, but that's not my priority right now. Like, I want to actually take care of X, Y, and Z, other priorities that I would have in financially, right? And so you're not lying to yourself, I can't afford that. You're just saying not right now, so that it can become a yes later on, right? And so also, like, I had a lot of fear of losing money as well, and I had to actually not lose money but invest money. I put myself in a situation where I would invest a significant amount of money so that I would go through that feeling of being scared of losing the money and realizing, oh, nothing happened to me, right? So like how they say, if you're scared of a snake or something, there are therapy that, they bring the snake close to you so that you cannot, and it will not be fearful of it anymore. And so you have to do that with money. If you're someone that is, has fear or worry of money, then that's something that you can do. It's like, okay, what can I do that would be significantly large enough amount of money? Obviously, you don't have to go to the other extreme where it's like you're just losing money because you want to go through that. We don't want you there. But yes, in a position where, okay, ooh, that really hurt, to like kind of lose it. But yeah, you're kind of like investing it and then just realizing, oh, nothing happened, right? It's just a feeling. Because whatever it is that you want is on the other side of fear, usually.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you want financial abundance, you have to go through that fear, that bridge of fear, and then burn it. Just let it go. Like, what do you think?
What comes to my mind is the language we use around money.
Yeah.
It's so important. The point is that our words have a vibration, have an energy, and money is energy.
Absolutely.
It's just a tool. Now, I would ask my clients, why do you want that? What's the purpose? What's behind it?
Yeah.
I want more money, right? So it's actually, I came to understand that money is the byproduct of so much more within ourselves than just the dollars or euros or wherever
Pesos.
you are, wherever you're watching us from. So it's so much more. It's basically, as I was saying in the beginning, it reflects your self-worth. And I heard that, and I truly believe that, and I can also, out of experience, say that and experience that you will never earn or more or make more money than you believe you deserve.
Right. That's deep.
Yeah. And that's, the questions we both picked, they go along.
Yeah.
Why is my whole being so valuable?
Right.
It's actually, the money part is just a byproduct of that. The point is, and I saw that, and back then I didn't understand that. When I was working in corporate, and I was working as a finance director, and I would see the salaries of the employees, because I was doing the
Payroll,
budgeting,
right.
and the budgeting and the planning and the profit and loss. So, and then I would look and I see that 2 employees working in the same department, with the same degree, with the same years of experience, and they have a difference in their yearly salary of 20,000 euros.
Wow. And then you wonder why.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and I was like, oh, that is not fair, and you want, and it's like, and back then I was not conscious. So, and I heard my CEO one time saying to an employee who was complaining about that she didn't get an increase in salary for the last 12 years. And he was like, yeah, that's your business. That's really bad for you. If you never ask, I will not come and give you more.
Wow.
Yeah. And he said that. He was a really firm and direct CEO. Very fair, Not very fair also in terms of I want to reward you for your performance and for your motivation and all that. But he was really straight to us, like,
You didn't ask, so you didn't get any.
you didn't ask. So no, it's just the point. I
And
mean,
that's another important thing, you know.
exactly.
We're kind of like taught to not ask for
Yeah.
more. We're kind of taught to like keep your head down, be humble. Yes, those qualities are amazing and you need them, but there's times where you need your dignity back.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have that value of yourself, right?
Yes.
Which is the other affirmation that we were looking at. So yeah, that's totally right.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask for a raise. Don't be afraid to ask for more money. Don't be afraid to look for opportunities to make you more money, because
Yes.
money is just a tool, like Nourhen said. Imagine if you replace the word tool in a sentence with the word money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you say, what's a tool that we use? People use a hammer, for example, right? It's a tool. And so would you say, I'm scared of a hammer? You know, like, am I afraid? Is a hammer going to harm me? No, you use the hammer to build something that is going to be of use, right? And so you replace that word, you put, I love money. You love a hammer because it builds good things for you. So you love money because it will build good things for you. You're not supposed to be like scared from it, you know? It's like, why are you scared? You know, don't ask yourself that question. Like, don't stop saying I can't afford it. Stop saying, you know, I'm worried about next month. Like, just rephrase that, reframe that, and just say, okay, maybe not this month, but in 6 months, I will achieve that. I will be able to afford that, right? And so that helps your brain and your subconscious get rid of those old patterns that you're just unconsciously and subconsciously taught without you even noticing. You know?
And that's the point. Like a lot, like I ask myself sometimes, it's like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
Where did this belief come from? It doesn't matter if it's money or not money. It's like, okay, that's not gonna bring me anywhere.
Right.
You know, it's there, it's showing. It's, as I was saying, not only are our relationships a mirror of ourselves,
right?
Our whole life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reflection. It's a reflection. You get what you think about.
Right.
So your thoughts create your reality.
Absolutely.
And this is so true. And as long as we accept the shortage, nothing will change. And we really need to mean it. I had a call with my mentor a few days ago, and she was like, Nourhen, yeah, you're realizing this and this pattern. Great awareness, great mindfulness. But I don't see, or she's not was saying that. She was saying that very lovingly. I'm missing your readiness to do something about it.
Right. Or accept it.
Yeah.
Accept the new things that are coming.
Exactly.
Right.
And this is where it starts. This is where it starts. If you're watching us right now, it is your point of attraction.
Yes.
And it is also our point of attraction.
Yes.
To have picked the Askfirmation, to felt inspired to do this live today. And it is our point of attraction. It is saying something to us.
Yes.
So let's just not accept shortage anymore. No.
Don't accept scarcity.
Yeah.
You were born with that right of abundance.
Exactly.
It's your right. So it's up to you to claim that right.
Yes.
Today you have to accept it. Otherwise you're just going to keep making it and you know, attracting what you're currently living with, and it's just, I don't think it's fair. You know, when you have the capacity, the ability to reprogram your subconscious and your mind to be able to change, I think that you should, just for the sake of you. You know, it's like, let me just take a chance at this and see where it goes, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, oh, you know, we might think, well, How am I supposed to save money if I don't even have like $20 left, you know, after the checks or whatever it is? Well, if you're only going to save a penny, you're still saving. Go ahead and save that one penny.
Yeah.
You know, I'm giving an extreme case, but even if you have $20 left, whatever amount it is, save it, invest it, put it to work, put it somewhere where you're not like scared of it anymore, where you're just not like, and watch it like really, really, really like come back to you. You know, when you start having and healing that relationship with money, it'll come to you because it's energy. It's you attract who you are and what you think. And so if you're always thinking about scarcity and I don't have enough and so on and so forth, you're going to keep attracting that. However, if you reprogram your subconscious and you ask your subconscious mind, remember, you're only going to ask this to your subconscious mind every single day and let it find the answer for you. Don't become frustrated as to like, oh, where am I going to find this answer? And soon enough, you'll realize, oh, wow, like I started saving $20 a month, you know, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's another client, or oh, I got another raise, or, you know, like stop thinking, oh, I don't deserve a raise, or my boss doesn't think I deserve a raise. Like, no, start thinking like, how can I improve my life so that I can get that raise, right? What am I supposed to offer? Because that's another thing about money. You don't just get it because you get it. You have to exchange it for something valuable, right? Yes. So what valuable things can you bring to your company or wherever it is that you obtain your money from? How can you enhance that? How can you make that better so that then you can get more money? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So most of us, like, we started off as, you know, working regular jobs. And so in your current position, what can I do to improve myself so that I can stand out, be different, and in return receive that increase, that money, right?
Yeah. And what I also learned is that it's not only linked to your performance in terms of what you're doing, what you're bringing to the table.
Right.
There are people who work 80 hours a week and they are stressed like hell, right? And it's like it's a constant vicious cycle.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they feel like they're just running. Yeah. So, and they're making less than the person who's maybe working 5 hours a week.
Right.
And it's true, right? So what are our thoughts? How do we feel about rich people? That's it. What comes up? Like, be honest to yourself. What comes up? Is there a kind of jealousy? Is there a belief about rich people? Rich people are always lucky, right? No, they just understood the universal laws.
Yeah.
And they applied it. So what I wanted to say is about the doing. Okay, I need a second job. I need a third job. No, it's the other way around.
They need you. They need your ideas. You know?
So is it what can I give? It's about giving and receiving. And that's also, it's like we give money. So when I spend it, it's like, yes,
you're investing it.
I'm investing it. So there is circulation, because if it's stagnant, there is stagnance within ourselves. That's the feeling of I feel stuck.
Like that. That's what happens to water. When it's just still, it dies.
Yeah. So now it's like, yeah, but I can't give. I can't support this association, even though I would love to donate. It's like, no, you don't need to. You have so many qualities within yourselves.
Yes.
Now, go out and say, okay, I'm gonna share my kindness today. Yes. I'm gonna share a smile. I'm gonna share my love. I'm gonna share my compassion. I'm gonna listen today to my coworker. Not really attentively. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. That's the purpose of us being here on this earth. You said that we were born like our birthright is joy. Our
Yes.
birthright is abundance. Our birthright is to feel good
Yes.
and not to struggle our way through life, right? So it's like, what are the qualities you
Your
can
talents.
find in yourself,
Yeah.
right? It's like, hey, let me inspire somebody today because I am an inspiration, just
Lively.
a lively person. So let me do that. And it's okay. If you're an introvert and you feel like you're shy, it's fine. Then give another quality. So giving. And
we all have something to give.
we all have something to give.
We all have talents.
And because it's the energy, so the more we mean it, and the more we
embody
it, and the more we also, that helped me as well to just turn my focus away from
just money.
Yeah, it's right. Our purpose on this earth, I truly believe, that is expansion. There is nothing wrong with growing, with wanting more. So it's okay. Like, to want things, it's okay to want material things. That's why they are there. It's also, an exchange to have that all. But the basis is to feel rich within ourselves.
Yes, because there's a difference between getting rich and being rich.
Exactly.
Like, you are already rich within yourself. You already have those talents. You already are valuable. And it's so interesting how it ties to the one affirmation that you asked. Because your value becomes your net worth, And so just knowing that I'm already rich. I have my family. I have a roof over my head. I mean, you're doing so much better already when you think about and you focus on being, being thankful and showing gratitude for the little things. Just the little things. It's literally in the little things that you can find being rich.
Yeah.
And it's not also like when you go and spend the money or invest in the money, think about how that item is going to add on to your richness, right?
Yes.
So I always think like quality over quantity, right? So for me, I would rather just get one piece of quality item, like a clothing, versus a bunch of like a big quantity of random items for like shirts or whatever, right? So I'd rather get one good quality dress rather than a bunch of not quality dresses, like fabrics, And so because I invest in that, because it's going to enhance my value and it's going to enhance my richness already. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's another thing that you guys can think about, like where are you putting your money in? Where is it going to, right? What are the things that you're spending on? What are the things that you're investing on? What are the things that, are you just wasting your money or are you actually investing your money? Like, how are you using it? What's your relationship with it? And just watch it come back to you once you actually heal that relationship, and you're going to be good at managing your money.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think about this topic, and what maybe some of the struggles that you are currently experiencing with money, and reach out to us and we can help. And you can always contact us in the link below, and we're excited for the next video.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Now go invest that money wisely.